call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will have the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. There he goes. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finding open areas. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fakes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Buckeyes are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ohio State 14, Georgia 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll start this drive firing. Got the quick pass. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Oh, better look out. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Wants to go up top on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Buckeyes have it with a first and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there. As this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Oh, my, circle, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
On the run, it's Carney. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
Let's go, let's go.
He'll sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They'll try it over the left side. Past the first down marker and still running. Discards him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, and quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, you just can't find any answers.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. A lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now, forcing a 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up 14 over Florida. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's reeled in. It's Duarte. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. He'll keep it himself. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Snares it outside. It's Gibbs. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Duarte. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Cook. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Dogs are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Still just steamrolling the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Johns. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Makes a move. Touchdown, Ohio State. Stealing a score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on there. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell and getting the deflection.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Carney. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Gives it on the option. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the foot.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Inside the touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback extends the play. On the move, he fires. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle, it's sacked. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a crease to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Running through contact.
And they just kind of sneak that one. Defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
There he goes. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? You just